So they would like this win the most. And we're here. There's an electronics colony. There are adrenaline boosts, nukes. And we have scavs, robots, scientists, elite. You see anything you like?
There's interesting devil tile in the east side of the map.
Oh yeah, wow. Well,
It is hard to use.
This will probably get nuked.
Yeah, still interesting to see.
I like founding in the iron uranium, just because both of those are, yeah, where Hexapus was founded. Both of them started high, so you can sell them down for a really quick upgrade. And they're both good resources to have nearby. Let's see, we also had Ian as a scientist. He has very few water tiles, unfortunately. And there are magnetic storms, so he will probably want to get teleportation in this spot. We have PB Head as a scavenger on the devil tiles, as you pointed out. I really hope that these get nuked, because these are very, very strong tiles. So a devil tile means that there's carbon and silicon on the same tile, and since they're both mined with a quarry, there's a lot of efficiency here. This probably means that it will sell down a lot of silicon for other people, maybe? So other people might be able to skip silicon, we'll see. Peasant is the last found, he goes a robot in a silicon water field, and he's close to salt. He's really far away from iron, so he probably won't be producing iron anytime this game, and he's going into solar panels, so it's a power robot. Let's see how that works out for him.
Power is rising sharp, very sharp.
Yeah, and there's some...
Who is going to get into it first?
There's... You mean other than Peasant?
Other than Peasant.
Ian and Hexapus are both using a lot of power, being in the steel mills, so they use 0.3 each, and the colony is also using power. So this is pretty reasonable. I would probably prefer being able to be in nuclear plants, though. And I guess that should be easiest for PB. Like, I would like to see nuclear plants from PB.
PB's devil tile, which is really unfortunate for PB.
Good job, Hexapus. I like it. He's taking one for the team. You have to stop these tiles. They usually dominate games. So let's see. Ian took some water pumps, and then when he got enough water, he transitioned them into electrolysis reactors. So these are also buildings that use a lot of power, 0.3. He's currently consuming 1.7 power, which is pretty dangerous. He's gonna have to hope that somebody crashes power, so he doesn't get in too much debt here.
I think because Ian still has to upgrade, Hexapus is in the next best position to get into power. That is not solar panel.
Yeah. So PBA, I guess, using these devil tiles and going into solar panels instead of nuclear plants. And by the way, we see a pretty interesting mutiny from Ian. That's going to be a long way to ship, and I'm not sure I like it very much. There's also not a lot of production. It's actually currently losing $20 a second if we count the debt. So yeah, not loving this mutiny. Claim auction by Ian, 42k, so he's going to be in really big issues with that here. He's using the claim to go into a nuclear plant, though. I don't think one is going to be enough. Hexapus decides to go into nuclear plants. They're the best power producing building on the series. He does not have them gooned, though. So it's kind of vulnerable right now. What's Peasant doing? I'm surprised he hasn't done any adrenaline boosting. It's usually a really nice move as a power producer. He might do it now in 6 seconds. It will be really strong. Because he's already making power money, 500 a second. This will become 1,000 a second, and he would, like, make things annoying for the people who went into power late. But no, he uses a hologram instead. He's hologramming a patent lab.
Which also makes sense. Because being in the corner, he might need some help, a pattern.
Yeah.
Especially with these cheap prices. But I wouldn't prioritize liquid batteries as robot.
Well, I like here the chems are cheap. And liquid batteries are good. since he has the solar panels. I think it's okay.
Because peasant is so away from steel, I would like to see nanotechnology first.
Yeah, nano is the long-term patent, I think. It's best in the long term, but I think liquid batteries are good right now. And it looks like now he's getting the adrenaline boost. I hope he boosts both his power and patent lab. He's not choosing to use it. I guess maybe because he sees power is going down pretty quickly right now. Or he doesn't want attention drawn to his patent lab. PB head, first to HQ4.
Getting into electronics.
Yeah. It should be okay, although...
I think it should have been farms.
Yeah. I prefer farms too. So electronics use more power than farms and currently earn less. But electronics has the power that it's the colony consumption, so the price will increase. Both because nobody else wants to be in electronics because they're not very good, and because of the consumption. So he might be looking to hack it. I mean, that would be a decent play, I think. No, he goes into farms too. The 2 farms, 3 electronics on 1 solar condensers. I recommend buying up some water in this situation. Oh, a teleportation auction! So Ian really wants this, but he's in a lot of debt.
Peasant will also need it.
Peasant really only has power money right now, though.
Yeah.
But I would bid more for as Ian. Bid more. Oh. Okay.
PB head claims the teleportation by 28k debt.
But the issue for Ian here is that there's a thing in the black market called magnetic storm, which kills all the freighters in a huge area effect. And he can only, like all the interesting things he will want to make, he will have to do remotely. He's not adjacent to enough water, he's not adjacent to silicon, he's not adjacent to carbon. Although he does have 1 in the tiny crater. So he would really like to be able to spread out over this map. And the only way to do that is a scientist here is with teleportation. And now he can never get it, because PB head has it.
Ian went into 4th greenhouse farm. I think this is an overkill. I think Ian should have built an optimization center and started optimizing farm if he wanted to get into more farm or food.
And Hexapus is boosting his farms. So food price is gonna die really quickly now. I'm surprised Hexapus isn't in a pleasure dome, because prices aren't really crazy yet. We usually see high prices on series, but it takes a while to get there. And when prices are low, the other sources of revenue is more important, such as this pleasure dome, which currently should make him $258, according to the tooltip.
Hexapus is not in optimization centers, which is extra good for elite, being fast and has the bonus of getting claims from it.
Yeah. Looks like Peasant will be able to secure nanotech, so he will have some nice patents going to the late game. Unfortunately, he's not really making any money. I think the best way to make money right now is aluminum mines. But nobody found it adjacent to aluminum, except for, well, PB did, but he's already has mines there. Other than that, I'm not sure where I would be. Maybe in glass kilns?
Glass is where money is at, I think.
Yeah, glass and steel. And Hexapus is in both of those, so I quite like him here. PB head goes for thinking machines.
At this depressed price, I would be looking at pleasure domes. And do you think this is going to be an on-offer game? No, not at this launch price.
I don't think so. So I'm very curious about this. Thinking machines patent. He also, like, he can't really use it much. He has 3 tiles adjacent to his base. And what Thinking Machines does is reduce black market effects on tiles adjacent to the space. So the patent he gets are only good for 3 tiles, and there's no real tiles that he wants to protect enough to invest in it, I think. But he chooses to go for it. He might have some kind of plan to go for it. We'll see. There are holograms.
PP hits. Takes Mew for 16k.
Yeah, I expect that to be on aluminum. Let's follow it.
Aluminum.
Wow, it jumps so slowly. Okay, there you go. It landed. No, it keeps running. Where's it going?
It's going to carbon?
Yeah,
This is too far away.
yeah, it's a bit
to
too
get
far away.
advantage from it.
So mules use 0.1 power per second each. Wait, where's the other one? Okay, there's the other one. So they're on 1 carbon each. Yeah, so you see how slow they move and they use fuel each second. Like, I don't know. I would have preferred aluminum.
Yeah.
But it does secure the thinking machines patent. Yeah, aluminum is more expensive. You can just get that, sell it, buy carbon. Although carbon is also pricey. Shouldn't he go slant drilling, by the way? Like that would...
Slant
figure...
looks good, although
Yeah.
it's still susceptible to the nukes.
I mean, yeah, he has 1 tile gooned. Okay, there's the goon popped after Hexapus attacks it. But yeah, slant drilling makes it harder for him to be nuked out, and it will give him more carbon, which he apparently wants since he muled it, and also more silicon, which he's currently not having enough of. I think he should go for slant instead of thinking machines or virtual reality. But overall, we see people be in a lot of optimization centers. There's 4 on the map right now. PBAD goes directly for the perfect electronics. He sees that it's the colony consumption and thinks that it's going to be a nice long-term investment. Personally, right about now, I'm kind of looking toward chems, because since everybody is building optimization centers and optimizations cost chems, there's pressure from all the players to buy into it. So I expect the price to rise, which makes it a good market to be in. Even though both carbon and fuel, which you need to make chems, are high, it should still be profitable, especially if you optimize it. Ian is optimizing fuel. It's a decent choice.
I think Ian has wasted some claims on water and life support market. The fourth farm is not making much money, and Ian has also went into double solar condensers. I think I'd rather see the 2 claims saved for other use, and then get into 1 water in the triangle, no, the diamond of the farm.
Yeah, I agree. And these are also really far away. He's going to be shipping a lot. He's currently shipping for 1.8 fuel a second. I'm not a fan of Ian's position here. He really should have bid more for the teleportation patent. So one nice thing about him is he has 2 chem refineries on carbon, so he doesn't have to pay this ridiculous carbon price right now. But that's not gonna get him a win. It's not enough.
Hexapus is really late to optimization, but is now building very good optimization center. And I think Hexapus is also planning for a pleasure dome, which you get 2 adjacency from the colony.
That's the tile he won from the auction. But yeah, it should probably be a pleasure dome. So even though these quad food tiles are pretty weak in our eyes, they still get hit. This is the second time I've seen him EMP. Like, EMP should probably be saved on... well, for PBR he should hit other people who are in electronics, since that's his market. And I would like to hit chems. This should be the most profitable one.
Oh, another curious mutiny from Ian. Because the tile was nuked, Ian is mining trace amount of carbon from the mutiny tile.
I can't find it. Hey, there we go.
On the
Yeah, yeah, that was... So if you're unsure what the situation is under a building, you hold the Z key to see what's underneath. You should see that there's a trace carbon there. So yeah, that's not gonna make him any money, unfortunately. Meanwhile, PB Head has the most money, he has his own stock, he has good optimizations. He should probably look to buy into Hexapus because of Hexapus's debt issues. Yeah, and there he goes. And he's pretty close to the buy already. Oh, peasant jumps in there too. They just see sheep empty stock and jump in there. We'll see if he should be able to finish his buy. I like just keep pushing into Hexapus. He's gonna be a nice hub.
Interesting to see that the boosted chemical refiners went unpunished and made a lot of money for PB Head. And peasant just EMP'd PB Head's tiles, but I think it could tap in better on the chemical refineries.
What?
Although Chem is now dying a bit.
What is PB Head doing? Did he just pay 250k to build an off-world?
Probably 200k. It was built.
Yeah. So under ideal circumstances, this takes like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. Its current prices to repay itself.
Maybe he has to buy on Hexapus.
And yeah, he has to buy. If you just cancel this, sell the carbon, buy Hexapus. It will be a much stronger play. Okay, wait, is he? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, good. Okay, this this is much better.
And getting into Ian right now.
Yeah, I don't think PB can lose from this point. Peasant is still HQ4. He hasn't made enough money. Ian has no real potential to earn money. Although these farms are pretty good right now. But as soon as Full dies again, he doesn't have much going for him, unfortunately. And he also has the debt issues. I think Peasant should go HQ5 instead of worrying about stock.
I think another nuke on PB Head's Elemental Quarry can be powerful.
Yeah.
It is open right now.
Hexapus is the one who ended up getting slant drilling. So yeah, nuking here would be really strong.
I'm curious why Hexapus did not get into make use of Elite's specialties, like pleasure domes. Optimization centers are usually built early in the game by Elite, but it did not happen.
Yeah, it does have one now, making... No, this is false, I think. Is this number correct?
No.
It's correct! Wow, it's making me... Okay, no, there it is. So $300 a second. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened with Hexapus. I would also expect him to be in pleasure domes, optimizations, probably even patents. By the way, Peasant, who got a power patent, perpetual motion, he optimized power. Wait, he also got liquid batteries. He got 2 good power patents and perfect power optimizations. But it's not in any power buildings. You have to take advantage of this tech you've researched. Okay, there he is, going into free solar panels. This is going to be vulnerable to an EMP though.
In the early game, I pointed out that Peasant's liquid batteries was a curious decision, but liquid batteries also make the solar panels online, which helped Peasant make power money. So I guess liquid battery was a good choice.
PB's aluminum mines have done really good, nice work the entire game.
PB now will soon have buy on Ian. Ian had that situation throughout the game.
Yeah.
And could not solve it.
Yeah, I think the issue was the claim auction that he used to build one nuclear plant. And maybe just a found in general. There's not much you can do from here without teleportation. Did you have a better found in mind?
The PB Heads found with double tile would be my last choice. Although it worked out very well because PB could sell silicon, and market
Yeah, I think
went very well for PB.
I think the strength of PB Heads found is the two aluminum mines, two low aluminums. Aluminum is strong the entire game, and he had like a nice, easy income. And of course, carbon exploded, and he does still have pretty nice carbon income, being a scav with these quarries.
Identifying that PB had prioritized nuking other place aluminum mines. So
no, that was Hexapus actually. Hexapus nuked Ian's.
Oh.
Yeah, I can double check that. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, he did one of Ian's, but PB did the other.
Yeah. So that nuke ended up helping PB rather than helping Hexapus.
Yeah. Like, that can never help Hexapus, because Hexapus isn't producing aluminum. I think you just, like, I don't think it's a good idea to interfere in the market that you're not in. Unless you plan to go into it. Yeah, PB can't really lose this. In a very commanding lead here. I'm glad he didn't go through with the off-road market building.
At this point, PB should have the game. PB showing a strong start, taking the game into round 1, and is going to take the game in round 2 as well.
Yeah, really nice for the Disco Donkeys.
Congratulations. Although it's premature to say.
No, it's not. It's not premature. Let's see. Can we learn anything from this game?
I think Hexapus, as I pointed out several times, Hexapus should have been earlier in the pleasure domes and optimizations, and should have saved the claim for other uses other than the live support market.
I think Ian should have prioritized teleportation more. Like, maybe he should have just gotten a patent lab and researched it himself, even before the auction. There are holograms. Chems were cheap.
And people could have prioritized more on nuking out the double tile.
Yeah.
Which is doing a lot of work for PB.
Yeah, that's true. So Hexapus threw 3 nukes, I think. 1 got through and 2 bounced. But yeah, there we go. PB finishes it. GG.
GG.
Let's actually check the nuke situation. Yeah. So Hexapus threw 3 of them, but only 1 was early. The 2 were in the mid game. I think, yeah, once you see that PB has the most money, if not before, you should definitely start finding out what's he making money from and stop him. And I think Carbon was one of his big ones here. Let's check actually. He made 772k of electronics, 550 of carbon, 420 of aluminum. He had very few markets, but he was very, very strong in them with those perfect electronics optimizations too. And it really worked out for him. I think Peasant also, if we should say something about everyone. I think I would like to see him utilize some of this salt. Like, he found near them, so he should utilize them. So salt gives you much better efficiency on greenhouse farms and glass skins. There were definitely opportunities to use that. Like, instead of building to your left, just try to build toward the salt so you can easily transition. Other than that, I'm not sure about Power Robot with solar panels on series. Solar panels are pretty weak. And it didn't seem to work out for him. Alright. Oh, Ian found with debt too. Everyone except Peasant did find with quite a bit of debt. I'm not sure I like that. Anyway, We have another game to cast. Let's go get